Hi there, I'm Dawn Monroe. I am a longtime technical educator. I've been teaching computer classes for about 30 years now, and I'm a certified Microsoft Office specialist, master level. I just tell you all that because I invited you here today. I want to talk to people that are trying to get back into work, maybe that you've had a gap in employment or are transitioning in some way and you need to update technical skills. Uh, That's something that I'm seeing a lot of as maybe a stay at home mom decides to jump back into the workplace, or somebody's been a caregiver and out of the workforce for a couple of years. Maybe just because of the pandemic and the way things were, you haven't been gainfully employed in a while. So, if you are trying to bridge the career gap, what I would encourage you to do, and I'm recording this because I just did a program last week and I realized this is so valuable, and you might not sign up for a workshop, but maybe this would help you. So, first of all, when you are trying to get back into regular employment after a gap, then there's several things you need to review right now. So, one would be the resume. Resumes are different nowadays than if you've been out of the workplace, let's say 5 or 10 years. So now resumes go through robots, they look for keywords, they try to match things up, and you may get weeded out before your resume even makes it to the recruiter or the hiring manager. So there are certain things to know about that kind of situation. I really like a book. It's by Dana Manciagli. It's called Cut the Crap, Get a Job, and I'll link to this in my video description so you can see her website. She's got a lot of great resources. And I only found that because I attended a webinar of hers and I thought it was so great. She talks to you about getting the resume set up in a way that the robots can read them, and also that will appeal to hiring managers and things of that nature. So, a whole new take on resumes. All I can say is that the whole search becomes a job. That is your big project, and you are working on it every day. I know it's a big up and down challenges trying to find those right job opportunities, but you can do this. You can do it. Reach out if you need help. If not to someone like me that can help with the resume or LinkedIn and something like that, then you know people around you in your community. Reach out and tell them you're looking. The number one way I'd say people find a job is by knowing someone that gets them connected. And that leads me right into, what does your LinkedIn profile or your whole social media profile look like? If someone searches for you online, what is that going to come up like? That's something you should be doing right now. Typing in your own name and figuring out what comes up when we search for you online. Um, Jump into the world of LinkedIn. It is a social media site for business professionals. And what I have found in there is that I can get connected with people really all around the country, all around the world, that have similar interests, or maybe they have the skill set that I'm looking for, or maybe I have the skill set that they are looking for. It also has a whole job search feature on it. And so your resume that you make for submitting should mirror what you build on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn's going to be a good way to go back and connect with those employers or people that you worked with in the past that know what a good employee you are, and they can help you bridge that gap to get that job. The next piece of this that I would say really, really important is going to be the whole thing with what has happened in technology in the time frame since you have last been employed. And I tell you what, a lot of things have happened. We had the pandemic. Everybody went to these virtual meetings. If you have not had much experience in virtual meetings because you didn't need them, it's time to learn how to Zoom. It's time to learn about Microsoft 365. Microsoft 365 includes a virtual meeting like a Zoom meeting, but it's much more than that. It's a whole organizing structure where companies are now building groups of employees together in teams, and they can share files and collaborate and chat. And so getting to know those kind of products is going to be really, really helpful in your job search. The last thing I would say with this is spend some time figuring out what kind of skills are going to be really important for the kind of job role you're taking on. So let's say before you were an administrative assistant or an office manager, and you're going to try to get back into some kind of role like that. Well, maybe you need to learn spreadsheets. So that leads you down the path to learning some Microsoft Excel. Watch some videos, get into some tutorials, teach yourself the basics of making the math in Excel. Equals this times that, this plus this equals sum. Start to challenge yourself to learn some of those things. It's going to be really helpful to even have a basic understanding of some of the terminology. So just getting yourself prepped before any interview is a really, really good idea. So, anywho, I just wanted to come on and give a little encouraging message. If you've had a gap in employment, you can do this. Get your resume together, build a LinkedIn profile, and start getting familiar with the technical skills that you are going to need to get that job. My best luck to you. Good luck.